Hi everybody, this is Robin from ParaThatsNotNormal and CirclesandStone.com, and I'm going to try a little experiment. I just got done unboxing the Witch's Roots box and I absolutely did not like it. I'm not even going to post it. I'm actually going to cancel my subscription. I was not impressed this month with February's Witch's Roots box. So I have this set up and I'm already on camera. So I thought what I'd do is an experiment that I've never done before. I don't know if many people have done this. But you can let me know in the comments if you find that it has any validity to it over the course of, say, your next month or so. If you want to come back and just pop in a comment whether it actually applied or not. I'm going to go off of the concept of cosmic consciousness, of source, that everyone is connected through a universal collective consciousness. And I'm going to do a reading, and it's going to be very generalized so that it applies to hopefully the human collective. So I'm going to try this. Let's just try it. It's an experiment. And then I'll do individual readings at some point. Last time I went for 3 hours. It was just really exhausting, so I have to have the bandwidth. So I use this Hanson Roberts stock. It's the one I identify the most with. It invokes emotion with me through the imagery because of the artwork. It's so soft. There's actually just a real softness to the people. So there's kind of a glare. I don't know how much of the card you're actually going to see. I'm going to actually dim the light if you bear with me. Okay. So I dimmed the light a bit, so hopefully that'll help. So I'm going to do a 7-card spread where I read it side to side, and then the last card is the Higher Wisdom card for the human collective for the month of February. And we'll just see if this works. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and divide it up into 3 piles and put it back together and just how it feels right, and we'll start laying out the cards. All right, so this general reading for the human collective, this is, like I said, an experiment, is basically for the month of February, feeling like there's a lot of sacrifices, a lot of restraint, a lot of sacrifice, very patriarchal. I feel that it's going to be a very patriarchal month with a lot of emotional outbursts, perhaps some fighting and confrontation, perhaps at a home, on the home front, because of some sacrifices and some constraints. As such, I feel that what people do have, they're going to be focusing so much on discord, on the patriarchal aspect of emotional outbursts and of constraints, that they're not going to see what is good and going for them. They're going to focus on the negative instead of focusing on the positive. And again, like just not focusing on what's coming to them, that like the energy that they're sending out, not really focusing on what's coming back in a positive nature, but instead dwelling on the negative. As a result, there might be a lot of spending, some retail therapy might be going on, and no just significant changes to the situation. So nothing that is going to be shocking or out of the ordinary. So February for the human collective, if this actually works, I feel that it's going to be just a lot of emotional outbursts, just maybe not a happy home life situation over some stressful situations going on throughout the world, that, you know, focusing on the negative. Maybe watching too much of the news and not turning that off and watching some, you know, things that brought you joy as a child. And what I'm going to do against this male here is I'm going to draw a card and see if there's any kind of insight that is brought to light when it comes to this male. And I'm just going to randomly pick a card. So this one is a Samaritan. Okay, so refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. This supports these cards where you're ignoring what is good before you, and not focusing on the positive, but instead dwelling on the negative. It could be a seasonal depression because of February. There's a lot of masculine energy that is somehow really prominent right now. So, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So, even though this is a Samaritan here, refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore, that's the confrontation. I mean, it says Samaritan, but it's almost like you would normally this patriarchal male would ignore situations. So it's the trickle down effect that is causing others to not focus on positive, the others that want to ignore a situation. But I feel this male is actually an antagonist. This male energy is antagonizing through February. So that is what I got for the Human Collective for February. I don't know if there's any applicability to this. In the comments, if you want to revisit, and let me know if it applied to anything that had to do with your particular situation. By all means, this is an experiment. Just because I had the camera rolling, I didn't like my witch's root box, and I thought I would just do this. So, thanks for sticking around, and I will see you when I get Witch's Moon box in a couple days. All right, take care. Bye.